You won't believe what just happened. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, the car is moving! What's happening?
Oh my Lord.
Holy Jesus.
Guys, we made it to Vegas. It was a tough situation because, as usual, I made another mistake. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just doing too much at the same time. I booked my Vegas ticket for 7:15 p.m. and not a.m., which meant if you fly with Spirit, you don't even get to change your ticket. Basically, I had to throw everything away. So I threw everything away. There were 4 of us. It's myself, Silvana, and her husband, who's the contractor on many of my projects. And we threw the tickets away and drove here. Got up at 6 a.m. and we made it. I'm wearing the brand new A Goldie jeans. They're called the balloon jeans, A Goldie balloons. I'm gonna link these in the description section. I'm wearing this new adorable top, and it is so inexpensive, you're not gonna believe it. So I'm gonna link this too because I love you guys. My little Chanel flats. I am going to bring a jacket because it is always cold inside of convention centers, and I got a new jacket. Can you believe it? I have 700 black jackets, and now I have my 701st. I will also link this. This was too good not to purchase. It's the premium collection. Okay, tell me what you guys think. It is such a good cut. Like, keeper. Keeper, because you never know when you're buying online. What do you think? And it's got that little curve right here to make you look extra svelte. Do you not know what that word is? It's a very important word, svelte. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my shoulders and off we go. Wait, I didn't tell you why we're here. She's so crazy. We're here because it is KBIS time. So I missed out on all the events in LA, which is freeze time. There were all these great parties. The Gournay party, oh my God, the invitation alone set me on fire. But we're here for KBIS, the biggest construction show in America. And I'm gonna take you guys to show you exactly what's new and what you need to put in your homes. Follow me. By the way, we're at the Mandalay Bay. This is exactly where the trade show is. And it makes it really easy to go in and out. And here we are. Vegas, baby. Vegas. I'm really excited about the show, I have to say, because we're going to be able to find all new interesting materials for our projects. And I'm going to share the vendors with you so that you can get them where you live. Everyone at this hotel is going to this convention, so it's going to be really good. You're not going to believe what just happened. We went to the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. It's not at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center, guys. It's at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Were you not paying attention? Rookie move. I think one day we'll make it, perhaps. All right, we finally made it. I mean, it took a Herculean effort to get here. It's Design and Construction Week. You too, from here. From afar. Every hall, yeah. You just go in and hope for the best. Okay guys, we're here and there's a lot going on, to say the least. When it comes to lumens, you've got 5,000, 6,000, 3,000. I always go for the 3,000 or slightly less. Anywhere between 2,800 to 3,000 lumen is going to give you the perfect light. Otherwise it's too white and you feel like you're in a hospital. Let's look at the products that are on the market here. My very first mirror that caught my eye. This is great. You recess this into the wall, guys. You don't just put a box on top of your wall. I mean, you can if you don't want to do construction, but I would recess this. You tap it here, you open it up, and you've got an entire storage place for all of your creams, all of your bathroom necessities. And it even has this, magnifying mirror. So this is a really great idea. Another great idea for a dressing room, I think, is this makeup mirror. These mirrors allow you to see very well what's happening on your face, your body. Great for selfies, by the way, because the light is very flattering. And let's look to see what's back there. If I haven't mentioned, this brand is called Modern Mirrors. Follow me. If you want to have a good mirror at home, so that you can look at yourself and you just want a little bit of light, I like this better than the ones that are like a strip. Like this mirror, for example. I don't like this mirror where you see mirror, then light, then mirror. I prefer just having a mirror on the edge. I think it looks a lot cleaner. Now, medicine cabinets are very important. I love putting them in homes and recessing them. As you can see, these are designed to be recessed. You just push this button and it opens. And of course, it is flush with your wall. It even has an edge here for you in black, but I'm sure you can get it in any color, or you can just get a light edge without the edge. This also goes recessed and just opens just as you see it here. Is a gigantor circle, in case you needed a circle. Soaking tubs, spa tubs, big thing, especially now with the smart technology. This is a company by the name of Empava, and they have lots of jets, a lot of therapy, ozone filtration, digital control panels, etc., etc. So this is, if you guys are looking for the spa experience in your home, which a lot of people are these days, this is pretty spot on. I would, of course, put marble around it. This is your insert. Don't think this is going to be the final look. The final look is when you design it out. Some people leave it as is, but I would definitely upgrade. Outdoor fireplace. I don't love the design here, but I love the firebox. Pretty warm. And this is just an easy plug and play. All you have to have is run your gas line. But I'm certain they have other designs where you can customize it the way you want. I do like the interior, which has the herringbone pattern. This is a brand by the name of American Fire Design. Fire, F-Y-R-E. This is my barbecue that I have at home. I really love this brand. And I love the colors and I love the designs. They're really interesting. So let's check them out. Take a look. Absolutely gorgeous. And we've used ours now, I want to say for about 2 years, and we use it practically every night. And it's still beautiful, perfectly functioning, no problem, no repairs needed whatsoever. This is a pizza oven. All right. How cool is this? Pizza oven. Right? I want one of these. I need a pizza oven. So anyway, again, you just buy these. You can either do built-in around it, or you can just have it sit in your backyard. Are these unfinished, or
This has actually had a clear coat put on it.
Okay, so
Feel how smooth that is?
very smooth.
It would have a rough texture to it if it was not.
Yeah, I so can you paint, you can't customize and paint them in your own color, right?
Absolutely.
You can?
Yes.
You can buy unfinished? Great.
You can either buy unfinished, I ship it to you and you finish it, or you send me a sample and I'll color match it.
Oh, wonderful. What about plaster?
Don't do any plaster.
Don't do any
The
plaster.
hood can accept plaster. I do recommend if you're going to plaster to go with a trimless hood. The closest one to trim.
Okay. And then you could easily plaster this, right?
Yes, ma'am. What I'd recommend if you're going to do plaster with primed, so the plaster will adhere better. Okay. You also want to make some additional bracing options.
All right, we are at a Fireplace locale, and by the way, you can stick your fingers in here. This is steam, which is really a new technology that people are using, and you can, use LED colors. You can change it to purple, green, yellow. It's not really my style, but it could have its moment somewhere, maybe in a playroom, so that you can scare all the parents who come over thinking their children are gonna burn their fingers, but they're not. It's basically steam that comes out. No, well, what am I saying? Not steam. Definitely not steam, because steam would burn you, but cold steam. Let's talk about what else is happening in fireplace design. Got these really crazy, faux-looking, almost AI-looking fireplaces, or many variations of them. We are at Net Zero. This is the name of the company. So for those of you who love modern fireplaces, this might be of interest to you. I mean, there are all sorts of designs. Check this out. Again, guess what? You can stick your finger in there and it won't burn. And this is hot, so I would not put my fingers in there. Find the traditional version of this, because you guys know I like traditional fireplaces because of the mantle. And this would be a traditional fireplace. It is very hot. I'm feeling the heat, and I like it. I like how this looks. I like the warmth that is coming in the room. Oh, this feels nice. It's very cold in the convention center. So this, again, a very interesting insert, which can also go outdoors, by the way. We are at Visual Comfort. We're partners with Visual Comfort. We use them in all of our projects. Why? Because they really have the best lighting. Check this new collab out with McGee. And the lights were really, really beautiful. I love these sort of mid-century inspired designs, and I love the smoked glass. And I'm using a lot of LED in these things, which is great. This is one of my favorite. This is Sean Laban. And we are putting this in our new project because we just find it to be so good. And he also has the matching fonts. These are Kelly Wursler's. She's got beautiful, minimal, easy designs. And the best part, the absolute best part, which I'm sharing with you guys now, Visual Comfort has rebranded themselves, and they're now doing architectural lighting, meaning the lighting that goes in your house. And we're going to be doing this in our next flip project. And I'm going to show you play by play of how we design the architectural lighting, because we are no longer doing can lights, guys. Check out the fantastic, beautiful lighting that people are using in their homes. If you do want to continue with your can lighting, this is the very chic, updated version. And these move, meaning you can put them in the directions that you need to have them. And they're very, very tiny profile. The idea is to make them disappear so that you don't even see them on your ceiling. So this is going to be something we're going to be looking into. And I want to make sure that every one of you is tuned in, because this is going to be a great system and a great way to light your house. Lighting, for me, is one of the most important elements in design, and you got to make sure you're doing it right. Love the square ones as well. We're going to turn them on and off for you guys to see. On and off. Now, some of these are for remodels versus new construction.
Depending on your application, if you have a new home, you can do a new construction. But if you have a house or ceiling already up, you can do a remodel of the same variation. Those 3 square ones, those are actually aimed to that artwork.
Great, that's exactly the difference. These faraway light ones that are directional lights, they are more of a spotlight versus a floodlight that are shining directly on this object. So what you're creating is you're creating a mood, and you don't have light that's shining directly down. Light that shines directly down is a very ugly light.
Okay.
It makes everybody look unattractive. And if you want to have a dinner party, you want everyone to look good. So excited to put this in my next project. Can't wait. Thank you. Okay, I got to show you this. Avro Co. lighting is new. I haven't seen this before. And this is something interesting that you can put in your homes from Visual Comfort. You're feeling the heat, guys. This is an outdoor traditional gas fireplace, model number 4035 from Fire Garden, and it is hot. And you can design it any way you like. It's the firebox that you require, and then you can put whatever surround you're interested in. This, to me, is a great product. Just something else I wanted to bring to your attention. This is the Maestro gas fireplace, 48 by 48 square. I haven't seen a square this big. Something to think about. Not really my style, but you know what is my style? If I were to get a horizontal fireplace, I would like this, because it feels traditional, yet it's modern. So in a kitchen, this would be really interesting. And it's basically, we're sweating here. So it's really nice if you live in a cabin like this, in a cabin, in a kitchen, or in a primary bathroom. This would be lovely near a bathtub. Just don't electrocute yourselves. But yeah. All right, guys, we are at View Rail. View Rail does staircases and stairwells and handrails. So I was floored when I saw this. I almost died, because check it out. You could do a beautiful all-plaster curved stairway with, you can pick your different kind of tread types. You can get your railing options here. This is amazing that you can basically order this from your architectural plans, or if you're doing a remodel, you want to put in a new staircase. This is amazing because you can get your curve in rather than try and make it, have your contractor make it. So this is a great, great product. And I'm happy to see it here at KBIS. We are at Ruvati, and this is a very interesting tub, I must say. I do like the channeling here. We've got an oval gold tub.
So your company is in like
And it's very soft inside. So here we've got these sort of, I don't know what material these are. They're granite workstations. And then they also have them in lots of different colors. Lots of different colorways. We stumbled upon Best View International. Hadn't heard of it. But they do have real marbles, like laser cut tiles, and it be priced well. I have a feeling that, you know, for instance, if you want a type of mosaic marble, these seem to be relatively nice. This is the other one I wanted to show you, which is this bathroom. We've got these beautiful old school sinks that are coming back, and they're coming back but with updated materials. It is hot and popping at the Kohler showroom. You cannot imagine how many people are in here trying to get in. So look at the beautiful antique brass, the old sort of 40s sinks that are coming back, made in this gorgeous marble material. And then of course we are marbling the walls as well. You want to marble as much as you can. This is the trend. The colors are really hot. We've got a lot of the earthy colors, the peaches and the taupes. Designed to be desired is Kohler's. Oh no, it's a design to be designed. I think I just came up with a new tagline for Kohler. I think I'm going to tell them, the Kohler family in Wisconsin. I've been to Wisconsin to their facilities. I love it. It's a family-run business designed to be desired. I don't know. What do you guys think? So let's look at the finishes. Let's look at the knobs. There is so much newness and beauty. Check these out. These are gorgeous. These are the gnarled knobs. Then you've got more of a wheel knob, which I absolutely am obsessed with. And a lot of this industrial look, but in an aged brass. This is the artifact bathroom, the occasion bathroom, and then we also have a lot of black and gold, which is a combination that you're going to see a lot of in 2024 and beyond. Let's look at what's happening in interior design and in faucets and fixtures. We've got a lot of this very subtle marble. This has been in for decades, will continue to be in, but paired with the white oak. You guys have seen this in 2023. But look, I'm telling you, it's back and it's still thriving in 2024. But what's the difference? The difference is we've got a lot of rounded edges. Rounded edges, wherever you look, you will find. And there is, what I love is the fact that the drawer fronts there's a combination of drawer fronts. You have flat plus paneling. You can mix your drawer fronts. We've never talked about this. We've talked about mixing your metals, but we never talk about mixing your door fronts. Check it out. This is what I mean. This is a flat panel, which is your door. And then you go down to your panel door, and here you've got some raised paneling right there. So as you can see, there's a lot of visual interest that's happening. And even when you have 3 drawers, by the way, let's look at that. You have flat, and then you've got the moldings, sort of the cadre around the drawer. So this is something that's new and fresh. This particular hardware, I think, is also really great if you want to have traditional elements in your kitchen. Just very chic. Beautiful backsplash details, guys. Floating sinks in marble are hot, and having that detail behind the fixtures and mounting your fixtures to the wall, I think, is really great and really beautiful. And this is a great way to go ahead and do it. Another hot trend that's happening is the clay tiles. You're going to see clay tiles everywhere. And these are, of course, beautiful clay tiles. They feel very matte to the touch. Oak cabinets are still going strong with the channeling and the ribbed sort of look. So Studio McGee designed a line for Kohler, and her items are really beautifully done. They're in this gold finish, and we're gonna walk into one of her showers. Guys, should I take a shower? Here we are. Very simple. It's got sort of a gnarled edge. It's industrial yet Also modern, yet traditional. I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's done quite well. And it looks really good in these bathrooms with, of course, Calcutta marble. So this is a very good combination. If you've got the cash to do Calcutta and Kohler, that's the way to go. Here we have, again, a little bit more Studio McGee. These are all new. These are new fixtures that were just introduced to the market. So in a very nice sort of satin gold finish. And what I absolutely love is a tub filler, floor mounted, and with this tub, I think this is gorgeous. Really bringing in that earthy, warm tone. I love having a light over the tub. It's not to code in California, but I guess it is in Vegas. All right, guys, we are about to leave. We are going to the beautiful, here's the invitation I had to show it to you because it's so pretty. It's the Ferguson Kohler event, and they literally hand delivered these invitations. And off we go. We're going to Delilah. Okay, so what am I wearing? I am wearing an Eero skirt. My shoes are Chanel. They're vintage. My jacket is by the Monet. Sterile lighting. And then my top is Paco Rabanne for H&M. Do you guys remember that collab? That came out, which is perfect for this outfit for Vegas. All right, we're having technical difficulties here, but we are going to the patty. We've arrived at the Wynn Hotel, and we are now going to go to Delilah, which is, well, you'll see, a very interesting place. Okay, so we're going to walk through this really fun corridor, which has lots of flowers. The stores are open. That's the great thing about Vegas. Like Van Cleef is open literally right now. Look how pretty. They've got these beautiful, I, by the way, lost my voice. I've talked so much, so please excuse my terrible voice. All right, off we go. Okay, we're just like marveling at all the shopping here. And the fact that the stores are open at this hour, it's like almost 9 o'clock at night, it says a lot about the spenders in Vegas. We are at Delilah. There's beautiful live music that's being played, which is really fun. And we're going to have a gorgeous meal. There's live jazz music. When was the last time? When was the last time we went to a place that has live jazz music? Let's look at it. But what I really love about Delilah more than anything is the beautiful design. Palm trees in the middle. It's like a complete Art Deco vibe. And it's packed. Absolutely packed. And we're going to have a lovely dinner. So we left Vegas. I've lost my voice. And if you guys recall, we couldn't take our flights because I booked the wrong time. And you won't believe what just happened. We are now in the middle of nowhere. And our car decided to completely die on us while we're driving on the freeway. We are at Valley Nell's truck stop. That's right, a truck stop. No idea how we're gonna get out of here. Barstow, which is 25 miles away. Did you just say too bad they don't have any slots? I knew it. You were, instead of looking for a way out of this nightmare, you are.
There is no way out of this nightmare.
There is a way out. You're touristing at Valley Nell's truck stop. What were you doing?
Looking for a casino.
What's the synopsis here? What's the story? How can we get out of this? Simon, I thought you knew about cars. It's a fuel system malfunction, Devin?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Black smoke means blown head gasket.
Oh God.
What does
Are
that
you
mean?
kidding me?
It's
Your cars.
You have to rebuild the engine.
They rebuild the engine. You're done.
You're kidding me.
You're done.
You need a new car then.
Oh my God. They have to rebuild the engine and now we're stuck in the middle of
Nowhere.
Barstow? Not even
not
Barstow.
even in Barstow.
Not even worse.
Oh my God, we're stuck.
Do you know
Why
how?
were you-
Do you know how long it's gonna take to tow this car to Ontario?
I would be more worried about your hairdo
I know. Well,
than how long.
It's windy out
Oh
there.
yeah, how long this car's.
Our trucking service is called Pitbull Tow Truck.
Wonderful. And we won't fall off? We won't fall off, right?
I hope not.
Because there's a lot of people in this car.
Yeah, but this is very windy out there, going 70 miles an hour up here. Definitely gonna sit in the front.
Yeah, we'll survive.
Leave you guys here.
I don't know if she'll survive.
We'll survive.
You back to LA?
The car's working again?
No hands. Yes. No hands.
Well, let's see you drive without hands. Let's see you drive without hands. No hands, eh?
No hands.
All right, so we are now on top of the tow truck in the car. Devin, you're not paying attention. You're texting and driving.
Yeah, and no, not using my hands.
This is illegal. Wait, you don't have your seatbelt on. Do you need it?
We're aft.
Does one need their seatbelt when they're on top of the tow truck? I think you do. Okay, when I tell you that you're not going to believe what's happening, and I didn't even know when I started this vlog that my crazy life would be illustrated, that I've always told people I live this crazy existence and nobody believes me. Okay, so our car breaks down. So we're on a flatbed going through Barstow, and guess what happens to the flatbed? The flatbed breaks down. And I've now officially lost my voice. So who's gonna tow the tow that tows us? Holy Jesus. Make this stuff up, you guys. You just literally cannot make it up. I am not ever getting out of Vegas or the desert. So I guess it's not the end of the world when you compare it to world famine and all the terrible things that happen in the world, but it really is kind of annoying because all we want to do is get home, especially because I feel like my voice is gone, like I'm coming down with something, I'm not feeling well. What does one do in these circumstances? This is a life lesson moment. You have to be positive. You have to say there's a reason why it's taking me 14 hours to get home. What would have been 4 hours? When you try and stay positive. Right? Positivity?
Absolutely. Start dancing in the car.
So we were dancing to Route 66 by Depeche Mode at one point. Of course, I couldn't play it for you guys because it'll get stricken. I will let you know if we're ever going to make it back.
So apparently this happens all the time. And
It happens all the time. Tow trucks.
his tow truck loses transmission fluid when
He's going 100 miles an hour.
When he stops, because there's a hole in the pipe or in the rubber thing.
What the hell?
So every time he stops, he's got to fill it up with transmission fluid.
What kind of a
Tell him
jerry-rigged
not to stop.
tow truck company is this?
Pitbull towing.
Good Lord.
Dude, nothing but the best. We've been getting Mercedes our entire lives. That's an important fact for you to know. Because my name is Nina. I'm from Beverly Hills.
I think we should tape your face right now. I think you. Oh my God, the car's moving! What's happening? Oh my Lord.
He's going.
I've been speaking to Anthony about getting a loaner, and I wanted to make sure.
Why are you using the steering? Why are you using the steering wheel?
I wanted to make sure that the loaner was actually going to be there. Could you check on that, please?
Sure. Let me actually connect you over to the loaner department.
Great.
Give me 1 moment.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want you to understand something. You are now going to be speaking to the loaner department. So you have to be absolute.
You to just be quiet.
You have to be very
quiet.
absolute.
Be quiet. You've got to be absolutely quiet.
So I made it to Mercedes, but we are now in Ontario, which is nowhere near home. And now we're going to have to wait for a service advisor. It's taken 6 hours just to get here. We got a car. We got a new car. Fantastic.
Nice people, right?
I have to say, Mercedes-Benz of Ontario has really been fabulous, wouldn't you say?
They're very nice here.
They're much nicer than in Beverly Hills. Super sweet. Efficient. Now we're transferring all the luggage from this car to this car, and we're finally gonna head home.